welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Paige, and if you don't already follow me on Instagram and TikTok, go follow me because I create all health, wellness, fitness, nutrition content. I thought for my first vlog, I would take you guys through a little bit of a day in my life. I am currently in a calorie deficit, so I'm trying to shred for summer, and I want to take you through kind of like a full day of eating throughout it. I'm going to take you guys to the gym. I have to hit shoulders and triceps. Probably just sit down and chit chat a little bit about my calorie deficit, how that's going, and how I tend to approach seasons like this when I am trying to lean out. It's currently Monday at 6:30, so I will see you all tomorrow. Morning, everyone. It is now Tuesday morning, and I just had a little bit of a slow morning. I journaled, I time blocked my day, and then I made myself some breakfast as I showed you, and then a side of sausage for extra protein. And of course, I need to have some sort of fruit with my breakfast. So yesterday, I cut up some cantaloupe, so I'm gonna have some of that now. Now we really have to get ready for the day. It is currently around like maybe 10 o'clock. I have went through phases of just liking to go to the gym at different times, and right now what's been my favorite time is going to the gym around 1:30 as kind of a lunch break, because I used to find when I would go at 6:30 in the morning, it was like I was waking up so early, going to the gym. It felt really good starting my day, getting a dopamine rush. But then I would crash midday, and then I would have nothing to look forward to, because going to the gym is my one moment of the day. Being a content creator and running my own business, I'm constantly at home in my own bubble. So ever since switching to midday, it gives me a break from work, which just allows me to release all that anxiety and stress into picking up some heavy weights. To be able to show you guys the fit. It is from CSB. I love the little snatched waist, and then it's a halter bra. Super cute. I lost my tan, and I'm not feeling too confident without it. So New Jersey weather needs to start getting sunnier out and hotter out fast, because my mental health needs a nice tan for my confidence. I thought I would sit down for a little and just chat with you guys. I feel like this is all over the place. So like I told you, you have to bear with me because this is my first YouTube vlog. But I wanted to just sit down and talk a little bit about being in a calorie deficit and what makes it super sustainable for me when it comes to tracking my calories. Because obviously, I'm just going to throw it out there. If you have weight loss goals, you need to be in a calorie deficit. Okay, that's the only way you're gonna be able to lose body fat. You could be eating healthy, but healthy isn't enough if you're not eating the right amounts of that your body needs. And again, also, tracking is a really good tool, because you can either be eating way too little, you could be eating way too high. So that's why tracking is really important, because it makes sure that you're getting in enough food while also moving towards your goals. But then again, if you have weight loss goals, it's really important to make sure that you calculate your deficit properly instead of just tanking your food super low, because I watch so many women undereat, whether it's below the thousands, which, mind you, my dog eats that. A baby should eat that. Not a grown not a grown woman, okay? Especially 1200, like it gets super low unless you're very, very short and that's what your calorie deficit is. Me personally, my calorie deficit is around 1650, and then I'm currently eating my body weight in protein. So I weigh 120, but I aim for like 130 to 135 grams of protein each day. And then I'm going to try to throw it up on the screen for you, but something that, like I said, really helps me is pre-planning my meals the night before into my tracking app so that I already see, okay, my proteins hit, my carbs hit, my fats hit. I literally just have to follow my meals based on what I already inputted into the tracker. Like I had for breakfast this morning, it was the piece of sourdough with honey, cottage cheese, the sausage, and then some cantaloupe. I didn't just wake up and be like, oh, I'm going to eat this, then let me go log it in my tracker. Like I already had that in my tracker. My lunch is already there, my dinner's already there, and then I have a Ninja Creamy for tonight. But it allows me to then just have a little bit of a meal plan to follow. So I'm not scrambling to hit my carbs, my fats, and my protein, at the end of the day. But obviously, as the day goes, sometimes I'm like, wait, I'm like kind of not in the mood to make ground beef for dinner. I'm kind of in the mood to make chicken quesadillas. So I will just go in and kind of adjust it. And then again, all I have to adjust is just one meal instead of just sitting there logging my whole day as I go. So that's one tip I really want you to start incorporating if you are in a calorie deficit and you track as your day goes, because watch, you'll probably find that you have so much less anxiety by just pre-planning in advance. Then a little bit also about how I navigate seasons like this when I'm cutting. First off, I just want to say being in a cut is not something that you should be doing for long periods of time. I'll take you a little bit through my journey. When I first started my fitness journey, I entered my calorie deficit in February and I finished my calorie deficit in August. Even if by August I didn't get to a place where I felt super lean, but I started to plateau, that would still be a big sign that you need to get out of that calorie deficit and take a break before you can enter another cut. So what you would do in that case is at the end of the cut, or at that point when you start to plateau, you want to reverse up to your maintenance, and you want to sit at maintenance for majority of time. The reason my body responds super well when I enter cuts, it's because I don't live in a cut. I live at maintenance or a little bit higher than maintenance, trying to build some muscle on my body. So every time that I do actually enter a cut, I see the changes that I want to see in my body. So this is just your reminder that if you're starting to feel like you're cutting and you're not getting the results out of it that you would have liked, give your body some time out of that cut, really strict at maintenance, and then when you enter the cut, you'll probably get your body to respond way better than it was the first time you were in the cut. Now I am gonna sit down and answer some client messages, but I also wanted to just chat a little bit about something I've been kind of dealing with lately, and I feel like that's why I'm excited for this YouTube era, because it allows me to also just be a little bit more open about the things I struggle with on a daily basis, because I can only share so much on Instagram without constantly making my content negative. But first, body image, I feel like that's something that isn't really talked about enough, especially if you're in a cut, thinking that you're gonna wake up every day feeling your absolute best, feeling super shredded, super lean. Because I know personally right now I am in a cut and I just haven't been feeling super great. There's just, it goes in waves. I'll have a week where I'm feeling really good, and then I'll have a week where I kind of feel like I've made no progress at all. And again, from a viewer's perspective, you may see my content and sometimes compare yourself, wishing you were super lean, super shredded. Whereas you don't realize that person doesn't feel like that 24/7. I don't wake up feeling super shredded. You guys see the good lighting and the good angles, but that's not how I feel in my body. It just helps me go viral. So you gotta just realize that and remember that, so that you don't compare yourself to something that genuinely is not real. I know when I'm tan, okay, my body image, it takes a little bit of a jump up. I feel better. So yeah, I'm gonna get some client messages out of the way and then start to get ready for the gym. Happy to hear that you felt like you had a super controlled, quiet weekend. Okay, I am finally heading to the gym. It is currently 1:07. It is 84 degrees out. It is beautiful and sunny. So I'm feeling motivated right now, but even if I wasn't feeling motivated, you would still see me getting to the gym right now. So hopefully this just reminds you that good days, bad days, sunny days, rainy days, we still show up. Because if we don't show up, we're never going to see the changes that we want to see in our physique. I want to be able to just babble with you guys, and I feel like what really comes to mind is just genuinely reminding you guys that if there are things you want from this life, if there is a life that you want to live, I don't care if it's you want to become an influencer, I don't care if it's you want to run a business, I don't care if you want to lose some weight and get into the best shape of your life. Like, if you want to live a life that genuinely lights you up inside and excites you, like, I just want you to know that it's possible, and it really just starts in your head first. I feel like the life that I get to now live today, vlog for you guys at 1 o'clock during the day because I can, is because I decided that I wanted this for myself a few years ago. And does it come overnight? Like, absolutely not. I've been having to post on Instagram for the last 3 years consistently. I started August of 2023 and now it's May 2026, so almost coming on 3 full years. But reality is, it takes time, and there are people that blow up overnight. There are people that take 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, but at the end of the day, as long as you don't give up and you continue to keep putting the reps in, you'll get there. Something that really helps me is journaling, because I'm very big on manifestation, and I just get very clear and specific on what it is that I want in my life. Like, whatever it is that I'm trying to achieve, the life that I'm trying to live, like, I don't care if someone else were to read that piece of my journal and think I literally sound delusional, because that's what it takes. Being delusional and going after things that people think are just for lucky people, when in reality you can be the lucky person too if you choose that you want to go after that and you commit to the process that it takes to get there, which, like I said, can be pretty long and boring. And there are so many days I face a lot of doubt and a lot of fear as I try to grow my account on social media and as I try to grow my business, but I don't give up on myself, and that's really what it takes. So just a little bit of a motivational reminder that maybe you're watching this from your couch, you know, maybe you have work tomorrow, but you have a passion in fitness and you want to start sharing your journey online. Like, go for it, because I made that decision and now it's changed my life, and I know that it's still just the start of changing my life, because there's so much left out there for me to go after. Like, right now I just run a coaching business, but I want to do so much more than that, and I'm excited for this YouTube era because I feel like that's something I've been really wanting to do for a while. It's just like I didn't know where to start, and analysis paralysis can really keep you stuck, but don't let it. Like, do not overthink everything. With Instagram, I had to start messy as hell. My posts were horrible, they barely got engagement, you know, but you learn as you go, you know, and you get better as you go. My Instagram content now still could take a lot of improvement, but you improve as you go. So I will see you at the gym. I might have or might not just have took a detour to Starbucks. It's a tall passion tango tea refresher with 1 stevia and no lemonade. Okay, we have made it to the gym. And now it is time to walk inside. I was motivated on the way here. Now I'm not motivated, but that's just the reality. It seems fun and games until you actually get here, and it's definitely not really fun and games that I have to actually go move my body. am genuinely so beat right now. I'm sweaty, it is hot, but I finished my shoulders and tricep workout and then topped it off with some cardio. And now I'm gonna go home and eat lunch, but I've probably been at the gym for about an hour. You don't need to be in the gym for hours. Usually a lift will take me about 45 minutes. It's just the cardio is a guaranteed 20 minutes extra, so that's why I was there a little bit longer. But I'm hungry, and I'm not a meal prepper. I'm not. Again, I work from home, so I do have the freedom to kind of like cook when I want, but I'm not going to be doing that. So I usually just try to find like the quickest options for lunch, usually things I could just throw in the air fryer. So I'll show you when I get home because it's going to be yummy. And we need some protein to fuel these shoulders. Hi, Gino. Okay. Oh, hello. Hello, handsome. Give mommy kisses. Relax. It's okay. It's okay. Gimme. Okay? This is called reverse sneezing, and it's kind of scaring me. Okay, babe? Please. You with your mommy? Now we are going to make some lunch. As I told you, I need quick and easy lunches because I just don't have the patience to meal prep. So as my protein sources, I will be using these Just Bare spicy chicken tenders, and I do about 135 grams. So it's more than the serving size, but it gets me over 20 grams of protein. And then I'm gonna do around like 85 grams of these shoestring fries. And then I will have it with a vegetable on the side for some extra volume and fiber. This looks so yummy. And on the side, I dip my spicy nuggets in this Bolthouse Farms ranch. It's only 50 calories per serving, whereas regular ranch is like almost 200 calories. And then some ketchup for my fries. And then one side you don't see of me on Instagram is that I'm a full wifey. So look at the meal my working boyfriend just got put on his desk. It is time for me and Gino to go on a nice walk outside to get our steps in and so he can go potty. It's so pretty out. Okay, so Tuesdays are my like lightest work day of the week because it's usually Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays we do check-ins, and that's just like a lot more behind the screen. Whereas Mondays and Tuesdays, it's just getting back to like messages from clients, whether they have questions, whether they need something, or whether they're just getting back to me, updating me on like how the weekend went and how they're feeling for the week ahead. So I have a lot of flexibility on days like this, and it is like genuinely beautiful out. And the last few days it's been like super crappy, so I love to see like blue skies, super green grass. I try to aim for like a 6K step goal when I'm in a calorie deficit because I'm really bad with my steps, and if I try to aim for like a 10K goal, I know I'll probably hit it one day and then completely fall off, and then I don't aim to get my steps in at all. So that's why kind of like lowering my goal for myself just helps me stay consistent and at least makes me feel like proud that I am checking off a goal that I have set for myself, because walking is so important if you're in a calorie deficit. It just puts you a little bit deeper into your deficit. Again, the goal is not to burn as many calories as possible. Like if you are someone who thinks you need to run and you need to do excessive HIIT classes, like no, strength train 3 to 4 days a week, get your steps in every day, and be in a calorie deficit. That's what matters most. Okay, it is currently 5:07, so I'm about to enter my last work block of the day, which again is just clearing all client messages that came in before 5 o'clock, and then I'm gonna run to Whole Foods to get 2 things that I need to make dinner because I'm craving chicken teriyaki wraps that my stepmom used to make at home, and I'm gonna make it, but high protein, macro friendly. You will literally find me at the food store a good like 10 different times a week. Like I just picked up my grocery order Sunday morning. It's now Tuesday. Yesterday I ran back to the store to get something else. Today I ran back to get these 4 things. Tomorrow I'll figure out I need something else. I live at these food stores. Okay, now I am making dinner, but I'm not filming it for you guys because that's a whole job in itself to make sure you get all the right angles. And I'm not about to do that right now. I'm making some chicken, and then I'm gonna be making chicken teriyaki wraps with that. I have tortillas and then low-fat cheese for me, regular cheese for my boyfriend. And then I got this teriyaki sauce from Whole Foods, so I'm gonna see how it is. As my veggie, on the side, I'm going to have some sliced beets. They're my fave. I showed you guys the finished product of my wraps and it didn't record it. So I just devoured my wraps and some beets, and I will come back in a little when I'm gonna make my sweet treat of the night.
You say hi to the camera. Does Dino say hi to the camera? Where's the camera? Are you human? Hi at the camera.
Okay, my ninja is finished for the night. I can't go a single night without a sweet treat. And if you are someone that is on a weight loss journey for the first time and you think that you should be cutting sweets out, you're setting yourself up for disaster. Gino, I'm vlogging. Please chill with the growling. He's throwing his toys. But I thought I would put up on the screen a little bit about all the meals that I ate today to kind of break down a full day of eating for you guys. So obviously for breakfast, I showed you it was the sourdough sausage and then fruit. That came to around 360 calories and 27 grams of protein. For lunch, I had the nuggets, the fries with ranch, ketchup, cucumber. That came to 27 grams of protein and 400 calories. And then for dinner, I had chicken teriyaki wraps, 46 grams of protein, 550 calories. And then for dessert, this is 31 grams of protein and 317 calories. So in total for the day, I'm at 1650 calories and then 132 grams of protein. But I thought I would close the vlog out here. Thank you guys for joining me on my first vlog. This was really fun, taking you guys through a little day in my life. I obviously need to get better figuring out what to talk to you guys about and how to keep the video entertaining, but I'm excited for this journey and I'm glad that you guys are here with me. So I'll catch you in next week's vlog.